Welcome to the Jolly Roger. Today we are going to be making sausage gravy and homemade biscuits. And we're going to do buttered biscuits, buttermilk, and the whole 9 yards. So we're going to get everything started. All right, so we hammered it out. Lynn doesn't like biscuits, so she's making me do that, and then she's going to do the sausage gravy. First, she's going to brown the sausage, and we're going to start on the biscuits. So I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Again, ingredients will be in the description. We're gonna put that in, and we're gonna do a pinch of salt. We don't need a whole lot of salt for these. Just a pinch. So around a teaspoon. I think that was about half a teaspoon. And then we're gonna give it a mix. Make sure everything's well incorporated, thoroughly mixed. And then we're gonna pull out our butter. We want every ingredient that goes into this extremely cold. And if you have hot hands like me, you may have to stop, put it in the refrigerator, let it chill again. But that looks good. I'm gonna grab the butter. Now we got our butter. I went ahead and grated it on the smallest scale as possible. You can cut it up into tiny chunks as well. Or if you have a pastry cutter, it's kind of like a shaped with a U and it's got blades on the bottom of it and you just smash down, you could do it that way as well. But this has been in the refrigerator. You can put it in the freezer if you want, but refrigerator's all right. So we're gonna mix with the fork first, since I mentioned I have hot hands. Thank you. And we're gonna get that butter mixed through all this flour, and then we can work on the next step. And once I mix it with the fork a little bit, I'm gonna switch to my hands, and we're gonna do kind of like a mealing effect with our fingers and get that flour and the butter all together. Hot enough?
I think so.
Sweet.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough.
So we're gonna break up our sausage. You're welcome to talk too.
Oh, yeah? Can I?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're gonna let me?
Yeah. Why not? I'm leaving that in.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I just got done mealing. You kind of want it to be kind of like a damp, sandy kind of texture to it. And I'm gonna wash my hands. We're gonna chill this in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes, and then we'll mix in our buttermilk, and then we'll get it into our trifolds. You're not gonna tell them what they're doing?
Yeah, I figured you would.
Oh, okay.
Or they would get what I'm doing.
They would just get it?
I don't know.
All right, you're gonna cook your sausage all the way through, and then you're gonna strain most of the grease out. And we're gonna use a little bit of that grease and some butter and some flour, and we're gonna make a roux. And then we're going to add in our half and half, and that's gonna be the base of our gravy. And you're gonna wanna cook the flour out for a good 15, 20 seconds.
Tablespoon of butter?
Tablespoon of butter. Turn this back on. We're going on a medium heat. And once that butter is completely melted, then you can add in your flour, and you wanna cook the flour just 20, 30 seconds. Raw flour does not taste good.
I just remembered when we were in school, someone added raw flour. Or no, was it a video? The movie, that show we were watching.
Yeah, it's Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen.
To the mashed potatoes
Yes.
to thicken them up.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I love that show. If y'all have never seen Hell's Kitchen, it is good. I think we've seen
Almost every episode.
like 14 seasons. I would never do Hell's Kitchen, but seems really stressful. You good?
Right. Yep.
All right, we're gonna put in 2.5 cups of half and half, not heavy cream. And we wanna make sure we don't have any lumps, that's why I waited. And then the half and half and the roux are gonna thicken, and it'll get to a gravy consistency. And then once that happens, we'll add in our seasonings and our black pepper, and we'll add in the sausage. All right, so we have our flour. We're gonna make a little well in the center. I don't think you really have to do this, but I just want everything to be mixed together. This is 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. I'm gonna need this still. And we're just gonna come in with the sides and get our mixture all together. And as soon as it comes together, we're gonna put it on our flat table, and we're going to fold it 3 times, and then we can start cutting on our biscuits. When it comes to a shaggy dough like this is when we're gonna pull it out, and we're gonna put it on our surface. And then we'll start using our hands. It's gonna be a little sticky, but you know, We'll have a bench scraper too, so I might start with that first. Got it on the bench scraper. The bench scraper. Got it on the bench. We're just gonna fold it so it comes together, and we're gonna make what's a rectangle with this, and then we can add in our folds, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a sec. All right, so I got my first rectangle. What we're gonna do is come over the top, push down, and then on the other side, it's gonna look like you're folding a letter, and you're just gonna push that down, and then we're gonna rotate 90 degrees, and then we'll do that again, and push it down. And this develops layers in your biscuit, and you're noticing I'm not kneading this dough because we don't want to develop gluten. Gluten for biscuits is not good.
Why is that?
Because it makes it too tough, too chewy. We're gonna flatten down just a little bit more. Okay, go in for our second fold. One side and the other. What?
Nothing.
Okay. And then we're gonna rotate 90 degrees as well. All right, we're going in for our last fold. Same thing. And then I'm gonna bust out a rolling pin. We're gonna roll these to about a 1/2 inch thick because we don't want them growing on the sides. We want them growing upwards, not outwards. All right, so I got my rolling pin. I went ahead and dusted it with flour just so it helps it not stick. And we're just gonna roll this out to about 1/2 inch. And then we're going to cut out our biscuits. And I'm gonna keep it in a rectangular shape just because it makes it easy for me. Now, when we're cutting our biscuits, I like to use a ring mold or a ring cutter that has a sharp edge on the end. You can use a glass, however, it's beveled on the end and it's gonna smush down your biscuits where it's not gonna look as pretty. So for aesthetic reasons, a ring mold. And I think this one's about 2.5 inches in diameter. I'm guessing, I didn't measure. But it looks like about what a biscuit size would look like. So we're gonna use as much of our dough as possible. Now our first cuts, our first biscuits are gonna be a lot better than the leftover dough because the scraps, I'm gonna pull out maybe 2 more biscuits out of this. But there you are. Nice little sharp edges.
Yep, you can see the layers in it.
You can see the layers that we did, the folds, the folds. So we're gonna put that down and I'll get the rest of them done. Now we're gonna bring our dough back for the scraps and we're gonna be very gentle with it. We just wanna combine it, roll it out again and get as much as we can out of it. However, I got 6 that I'll show you the difference. Trust me, the first 6 are gonna look a lot better than these next few that I get out. All right, so we got our biscuits. I got 9. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little dimple in the top of these. And supposedly, based on Chef John's recommendations, because this is his recipe, we did have a biscuit recipe that we have in our cookbook in one of our culinary instruction books, but this one looked exactly how I wanted to do it. So having it dimpled like this will help it rise and hold its shape. And then we have some buttermilk that we're gonna coat the top with just to give it a little coating. It's gonna help keep it brown it a little bit more. Just coat a little bit, just a little brush. Don't need to go crazy with it. And then we're gonna pop them into an oven that's 425 degrees. They're gonna take about 13 to 15 minutes to bake. And then once they're baked, then we're gonna let them rest just for a second and then we'll be ready to eat. I'm leaving that in.
No, you won't. And if you are, I was imitating our dog.
All right, they're going in an oven, 425 degrees. All right, so we got in a mail yesterday from a good friend of ours. She drew this. This is our logo with our little emblem. It looks amazing and we love it so much. Thank you so much, Red. And please leave a comment. Say how much you like it. It's awesome. She does great work and even has the gold tooth on there. The emblem looks perfect. I love it, absolutely. And we're gonna try and find a place here where people can see it. I don't know if we can do that because it would have to go on a cabinet somewhere, but
or move the dartboard.
Or move the dartboard. We could do that. So we're gonna figure out something with it. But regardless, absolutely love it. And it may end up going with a bunch of other skulls that we have that's decorated throughout the house because we absolutely love it. But thank you so much. All right, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna use a little bit of heavy cream, get this thickened if we need to. We can always do a cornstarch slurry. Just take it at less than a tablespoon. Take a tablespoon of cornstarch, take a tablespoon of water, mix that into a slurry, and then just add a little bit as you go until you get the right consistency. All right, we're gonna pour a little bit of heavy cream in here because it's reducing, we're losing gravy as the water evaporates from here. So we're gonna turn this on medium low. Maybe add a little bit more because we have a whole pound of sausage. And this will help thicken it up. I'm just gonna use a little bit of cornstarch. Apparently I used 2 teaspoons when I was measuring the flour for the roux. I don't know why they make a 2 teaspoons scoop.
I'm just doing it.
Okay.
That's a whole 1 tablespoon.
Okay, sausage, perfect. And then our seasonings. So our seasonings, I have an 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I made sure it was an 1/8 teaspoon of thyme and rosemary. I put them in a spice grinder just because those rosemary pieces are so long. I didn't want people to get them stuck in their mouth. So we just got a little bit of that, and then we're gonna add quite a bit of black pepper because that's kind of what makes this whole gravy is the sausage and the pepper. They smell done?
They smell good. Open oven.
Oven heard.
I can't see.
They're done. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Biscuits. See, I told you the first 6 looked better than the last 3, but they all 9 look good. Well, there you have it. It's homemade buttermilk biscuits and sausage gravy. Yeah, I kind of messed up. I didn't measure the flour out right, but you know, we fixed it in the end. Use a little cornstarch. It's a little cheater's hack. You know what I mean? So if you screw up, you can always fix it. All right, let's get a bite. I'm excited about these biscuits. I know you don't like bread, but it matches perfect.
I like the gravy.
Yeah, gravy, spot on. Yeah, we added a little cayenne pepper, a little parsley just to make it look nice. And if you don't like cayenne, use paprika. Use a little paprika. But thank you for being here. I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, whatever YouTube people ask you to do, that'd be cool. You know, if not, that's cool too. So, thank you so much again, Red. And we absolutely love the picture. You did a fantastic job. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Peace.
Oh, bucket.
Eh.
Oh, wow. Peace.
Peace. Eh. Eh. I think we should do like a drawing with the people that hasn't won yet. Put everybody in and pick from there. And do that a couple of times so we can actually run through. So because we have like 3 pages.
I know. I have to
And
write
it's
them
like
all.
some stuff I haven't even made before.
Let it be.
I figured that's what you're singing. I'm like, wait a minute. I know that song.
The words of wisdom. I don't know where I heard that.
I don't either. It wasn't today.
Oh. Just came
You just got a radio in your head.
I guess just popped up. Must be on a remix though, because in another minute it's going to be a different song.
What was that story? This guy on a bus and this little girl was singing her ABCs and it wasn't in order.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy yells out, remix! Look at this, babe.
You're cleaning. Oh my goodness.
See?
He knows how.
Oh no.
Sorry, dog.
Richard, what did you do? Lynn went to shake her water bottle and it didn't have the cap on it. So it got all over her pillow.
He got all over dog too. And the floor.
Hey, don't mess up my biscuits. Spent a good time doing that. I'm gonna look at the footage.
I
We're
just went-
recording.
I just went like this.
We're recording.
Still got time.
Still got time. My throat. Okay.
Need help?
With my throat? Are you gonna stab it with a fork? Then maybe.